Welcome to South Asia Maps. This is your presenter Reddy. We are continuing our fascinating journey on the partition of India, or balkanization of India, vivisection of India, alterization of Bharat. This is series number 16. The today's topic of discussion is the sword of Allah, that is Saif Allah, falls on Sindh province. The sword of Allah falls on Sindh province or Sindh Subha. Subha is a Persian word for a province or a state, a geographical entity. The subtitle is the Islamic gangsterism, aggressive street writing, sunders or asunders, slices, cuts, Sindh province or Sindh Subha from Bharat. The Partition of India series, the Saif Allah, the sword of Allah, falls on the Sindh province here. Islamic gangsterism asunders, slices Sindh province from ancient Bharat. This is the geographical, political and historical context. It is the Sindhu river or Indus river that gave the mother Bharat its name. Sindhu civilization and Hindus, the entire civilization is named upon this province, and the province itself is named upon the Sindh river, mighty Sindh river. Here, the historical context, I am giving the Sindh province here, and this is the Sindh during the partition time, and this is the Karachi district. On the west side of river Sindhu, we have Jacoba.bad district, are called Upper Sindh Frontier district, Larkana district, Bhuttos district, Dadu district, of course Karachi, the port city and urban district, and Thataa. And eastern part towards Thar desert, Thar.parkar, Sangahr district. This is the princely state of Khair.pur and the district of Sukkar. In the center, we have Hyderabad district, that is Hyderabad, Sindh, not Hyderabad, Deccan, and Nawab.Shah district. So here I have given the district name: Karachi, Thataa, Dadu, Larkana, Jacoba.bad, Sukkar, Khair.pur, Sangahr, Thar.parkar, and so on. And the concept of partition of India is based upon ideologically. Islam is a very imperialistic, dominant ideology, and it divides the mankind entire, the geographical area into Darul Islam and Darul Harb, that is the land inhabited by the Muslims, land inhabited by the non-Muslims, Kafirs. The converts are called or proselytes, Mu'mins. The people who rejected this belief system are not aware, or parent body are Kafirs. Their culture is glorified as Ilam, lighted culture, and Kafiri culture is a darker period or unenlightened Jahili culture. They prefer to be called Muslims, Islamic proselytes, and call others Kafirs or Harbis, to be foot to sword. Here we see this is the RAdCliffeLine, the award given by the British judge Cyril Radcliffe during 1940s. This is the land of Kafirs. You can see the entire concept of Pakistan. Pakistan resolution passed has a peace for Punjab, K for Kashmir, for Sarhad Suba or northwest frontier province is called Afghania, Pashtun land or Pashtunkhwa. And this is the Balochistan stan. Of course, this is the Sindh. This is the Allah's land, Mu'min's land, the land of Muslims. This is the Saiful Allah. Saif is the sword. The Saif Allah, the sword of Allah, fell, and the entire Sindh province was carved out of ancient motherland Bharat. Musalmans fought. In fact, it is the Sindh Subha, and which was a part of Bombay Presidency. In 1935, it was made a separate province, and it passed the resolution for the first partition of India on the religious ground. Here we are giving a briefly about the history. Raja Dahir, the Rajas, Hindu Rajas used to rule there. In Islamic gangster, Islamic zealot, Saiful Islam invaded it. Islamic conquistadors formally established their rule, that is in 711 the Arabs, and then Arghuns and Tarkan Muslim dynasties ruled there. Then during the Akbar time in 1591, it was annexed as a Subha, sometimes called Thataa Subha and so on, Sindh Subha, to Mughal Empire, and it disintegrated, became semi-independent and independent at the last years of Alamgir Aurangzeb, who fought 25 years of war in Deccan, then came under the control of Kalhora Nawabs, ruled nearly 80 years, replaced by Thar.pur Nawabs. During the Thar.pur Nawabs' time, the northern parts were ruled by Sikh Khalsa Sarkar of Ranjit Singh, and Charles Napier conquered Sindh, the conqueror of Sindh, during Lord Hardinge time. When it was conquered, it was put as a part of Bombay Presidency as a division. So here, Islamic separatism 1947, and the British rule replaced, and Alabakh Samru was the chief minister, prime minister Wazir. He was a nationalist Muslim. He was assassinated after the World War during time. Afterwards, Jinnah became very prominent. Jinnah himself, an Islamic proselyte born in Karachi, who was actually a Gujarati stock. After the death of Alabakh Samru, it became very clear the pathway to Pakistan started, and Jinnah gained more momentum. G.M. Sayyid, at the time a separatist, later became a Sindhi nationalist, Ghulam Murtaza Sayyid, who passed away recently. At the time of partition, 35% of Hindus lived in that area, and Congress leadership ignored them totally, and they were thrown to the Islamic wolves and fled overnight. And the entire concept of partition at ideological level and doctrinal level was analyzed by Voice of India think tank, Mahayogi Sri Ram Swarupji, and Rishi of Resurgent India, India's greatest intellectual think tank leader, Sitaram Goyalji, and Mahagnani, and Dr. Coenrod Elst. And we have very interesting presentations made for you. You can subscribe South Asia Maps or go there, and there are more than 150 South Asia Maps, Reddy. Very fascinating presentations of culture and heritage of India in the iconographic form, in the maps, images, and so on. I am going to add this particular presentation into the playlist called Partition 1947. There are nearly 920 already. You can explore them further. So I am showing this. This is the Sindh. This is the Sindh division, or Sindh Subha, Sindh province. You can see princely state of Khair.pur and Thar.parkar bordering the Jodhpur or Marwar area. Then you have Karachi and Thataa, this area, and Dadu, the Bhuttos district, Larkana bordering the Baluch area. And this is the upper Sindh frontier, that is Jacoba.bad. And north of Khair.pur we have Sukkar and the princely state of Bahawalpur in the north. This is the Punjab state, British Punjab province, and of course we have the princely state of Kalat and Karan here, and it was a part of Bombay Presidency. This is the Sindh division, Gujarat division, and we have Konkan division at the Bombay Presidency, and Desh area, that is the Pune area, and Karnataka area, that is Kannada, Dharwar, and Belgaum, Bijapur at that time. And you can see in the World History KMLA site, this is the Suba of Sindh, and you can see the Khair.pur princely state, the Indus River, and you can see the same thing there. And I am showing this in the form of the Google map. Here you can see the fascinating Hyderabad city, historic city, and Indus River, and Larkana and Sukkar. You can see this Thar desert here, Hyderabad, Karachi, Nawab.Shah, the central district, Mirpur Khas in the Thar.parkar district, and Sukkar and Shikarpur district, that is Jacoba.bad area, and Larkana, Bhuttos district, and Dadu, and close to the Baluchistan plateau and Kirthar mountains, and Run of Kutch and Kutcha and Saurashtra, and so on. Thank you very much for joining me today, Mitram and Bandhvam, and we'll see you later in other presentation. Today we discussed about the Partition of India series 16, the Saifullah Falls on the Sindh province, talked about the Allah's land and Kafir's land, RAdCliffeLine, that is the Allah line, and the entire concept, and some of the district in the a great ancient land, Sindh province, was finally cut off from the Mother Bharat. The supine and timorous are covered as Congress leadership just sat quiet without doing anything for the Hindus, 35% of population. Thank you very much. See you later some other time. And if you like the presentations, please subscribe and let your friends know about South Asia maps.